We're going to go on a journey, a 5,000-year journey, actually, all to uncover the story of one single metal that has kind of quietly shaped our world in ways you would never, ever expect. Yeah, we're talking about silver.
All right, so let me ask you a question. Think about it for a second. What could an ancient Roman coin from thousands of years ago possibly have in common with a super modern brand new solar panel? Seems like an odd pairing, right? Well, the answer is silver. It's kind of crazy, but for 5,000 years, this one metal has been at the heart of everything, shaping our world, our economies, our technology. And trust me, its story is way, way bigger than just some fancy jewelry or old coins.
So to really get a grip on just how important silver is, we've got to go back, way back. Let's start where it all began, in the ancient world. Okay, so here's the roadmap for our story. It all kicks off around 3000 BCE in ancient Anatolia. Then we'll see it become the iconic coins of Greece and Rome. And then, boom, a massive turning point with the Potosi mines in 1545. From there, we'll track how silver totally reinvented itself, right up to the super important kind of dual role it plays today. It's going to be quite a ride. But how did they even get pure silver in the first place? Well, the secret was this really, really smart process called cupellation. Basically, they used super high heat to separate the precious silver from other gunk like lead. This one piece of ancient tech, this was the key. It unlocks silver's potential for the whole world. And once that potential was unlocked, silver was ready for its first big job, becoming, well, the world's money. You know, it was really the Greeks and Romans who perfected this whole idea. These coins, like the Athenian tetradrachm or the Roman denarius, they weren't just little pieces of metal, no way. They were the absolute pillars of ancient commerce. Everybody trusted them, everybody recognized them, and because of that, they helped build these massive trade networks across the entire known world. And get this, even after the Roman Empire fell, silver's power didn't fade. Actually, it grew. It became the backbone of all medieval trade. We're talking everything from Islamic dirhams to Viking hoards. Silver currency brought economies back to life and connected entire continents, creating this huge web of commerce that stretched all the way from Europe to the Middle East and into Asia. But then we get to the 15th and 16th centuries and everything changed. Silver went from being just a regional currency to being the actual fuel for a brand new, truly global economy. Just look at this number for a second. 150,000 tons. What on earth could that be referring to? That is the mind-blowing amount of silver that poured out of the Americas and into Europe between the 16th and 18th centuries. It all started with the discovery of the legendary Potosi mines in Bolivia. And this wasn't just a trickle, it was a flood of silver that didn't just make empires rich, it literally created the world's very first international money system. And when I say global, I mean global. This silver wasn't just sitting around in European vaults. Nope, it flowed all the way to Asia. It became so important, so foundational, that China's Ming dynasty based its entire tax system on it. Just think about that for a second, the incredible reach of this metal. All right, let's jump forward a bit. As we head into the 19th century, silver's story takes another huge, dramatic turn. We call this the industrial pivot. So the 19th century completely changed the game for silver. Before this, it was all about coins, trade, and just being a store of wealth, right? But with the Industrial Revolution, silver got a whole new identity. Suddenly, there's this explosive growth in things like photography, medicine, and just tons of industrial uses. It was a total redefinition of what silver was even for. So what were these new jobs for silver? Well, photography was a huge one. It relied on something called silver nitrate. And then there's medicine. It turns out silver is naturally antibacterial, which made it super important. And on top of all that, its unique physical properties just made it perfect for all sorts of new industrial gadgets as the world started to modernize. And that brings us all the way to today. Right now, where silver has become this incredible dual-role element, it's really a metal of the future. It's like silver is living this fascinating double life. On one hand, yeah, it's still a precious metal. It's an investment, a hedge against inflation, and of course, it's used for beautiful jewelry. But on the other hand, it is an absolutely essential industrial metal, I mean, our modern world would literally grind to a halt without the silver inside our electronics, our solar panels, and our medical devices. It's irreplaceable. And this double identity is what makes it such a fascinating and, yeah, pretty volatile commodity. Its price isn't just about what investors think, it's also directly tied to industrial demand. Every time we need more smartphones or build more solar panels, that directly affects the value of silver. It's this constant tug of war.
So, that's the journey. We've seen silver go from this ancient treasure to the backbone of global trade, then to an industrial workhorse, and now a critical piece of our high-tech world. It's had quite the evolution. And that just leaves us with one final big question. After shaping our civilization for 5,000 years, what's next? What's next for the metal that's always been the metal of yesterday and tomorrow?